This presentation will introduce you to the QRC, the Quality Responsive Classrooms Observation Protocol. The QRC is an observation protocol that initially was developed collaboratively with Denver Public Schools and 9 Denver metro area teacher preparation programs. The purpose was to identify practices that can be observed in highly effective, culturally responsive classrooms. The tool is to be used to coach and give feedback to teachers. For the Aspire to Teach program, this tool is used by alternative licensure instructors to observe and coach a teacher's practice in the classroom during the teach portion of the Teaching Learning Inquiry Cycle, or the TLIC assessment tool. The TLIC is covered in another training module. The observation protocol is broken down into 3 observational domains. There is a student focus, a teacher focus, and a classroom learning community focus. When focused on the students, there are 3 indicators that you will be looking for in the classroom. Do students take an active role in creating and maintaining classroom norms and protocols? Do they generate and/or participate in the process of meeting learning goals and assignments? And finally, what attention is given to the multilingual learners? There are 4 indicators to take a look at for the teacher focus. How does the teacher focus on clear and challenging learning goals? To what extent does the teacher engage students in content and learning activities in a culturally responsive way? How does the teacher support students in their academic progress? And finally, what are the strategies that the teacher uses to present their learning opportunities for multilingual learners? The final domain is the classroom learning community. There are 2 indicators that you will look for during this observation period: the physical characteristics of the classroom and how it supports academic learning, as well as the socio-emotional climate of the classroom in terms of supporting student engagement and belonging in the classroom community. So how do you go about using the tool? We recommend an observation period of 45 minutes. That observation comprises 4 10-minute observation periods alternating between the student focus of the protocol and the teacher focus of the protocol. On this slide, you'll see that it's the example given starts with the student. It doesn't matter if you start with the student or the teacher. These 4 periods are followed then by a 5-minute observation period focused on the classroom climate. So one complete observation round takes 45 minutes to complete. The purpose for alternating between the student and the teacher sections is to ensure systematic attention in both focus areas. So what should you actually be doing during each observation period? We suggest that you note details that you observe that provide supporting evidence that a domain's descriptor indicator has occurred. We caution you on sticking to low inference observations. Record what you see or hear. Try to keep your judgment out of your observation notes. We also encourage you to consider the descriptors for each indicator and use them to capture specific actions, interactions, what you see and hear at the indicator level. This obviously becomes easier as you become more familiar with the tool. And finally, use the final 5-minute observation period focused on the classroom learning community to draw upon details that you noticed in the prior 40 minutes of observation. So how do you achieve a final rating using the QRC? We encourage you to, as soon as possible after the observation period, take 5 minutes to rate each domain area on a scale of 0 to 5 using the rubrics for each domain. Then you determine holistic ratings for the domains that you can draw upon all observations across the entire observation period. So we're seeking to capture a holistic scoring for each of the 3 domains: the student focus, the teacher focus, and the classroom community, learning community focus.